Hello everyone, today in this lecture we are going to learn about predicate and its types, but before I start this lecture, if you are new to my channel, then please like the video and subscribe the channel. Without wasting the time, let's learn it. What is a predicate? A predicate is a fundamental component of a sentence in grammar. It tells something about the subject and usually contains the verb, showing what the subject is doing or describing the state of the subject. What does it mean? Simply, it means that a predicate is nothing but it is a component of a sentence which shows us that what a subject is doing or it describes a subject. I think still you are not getting the point. So let me tell you in simple words that whatever comes after the subject is called a predicate in grammar. The function of predicate is to express the action of a subject or to describe the subject. As you have got this definition, let me give some examples, then you will understand it. The cat sleeps on the windowsill. Look at this sentence. Here, the cat is a subject, and sleeps on the windowsill is a predicate. Basically, the predicate, sleeps on the windowsill, tells us what the cat is doing. The verb, sleeps, is the action, and, on the windowsill, provides extra information about where the cat is sleeping. So, everything after the subject is part of the predicate because it completes the thought and tells us about the action related to the subject. If still you don't get it, let me give you another example. She is reading a book. Look at this sentence. Here the pronoun, she, is the subject and rest part of this sentence is a predicate, is reading a book. Actually, the predicate, is reading a book, tells us what she is doing. The verb, is reading, is the action, and, a book, tells us what she is reading. The predicate gives us the full picture of the subject's activity, so it's everything that tells us what's happening with she. The flowers smell wonderful. Observe this example. Here, the flowers, is a subject, because the rest of sentence is about it. And the predicate, smell wonderful, describes what the flowers are like. The verb, smell, is not an action in this context but rather a state of being, telling us how the flowers are perceived. The word, wonderful, is a description that modifies, smell, giving more detail about the subject. So, smell wonderful, is the predicate because it completes the thought by telling us what is happening with the flowers. So, you can see this is what called a predicate in grammar. Now it is the time to explain types of a predicate. There are three main types of a predicate. They are, simple predicate, complete predicate, and compound predicate. Let's first learn simple predicate. The simple predicate is the main verb or verb phrase in the sentence, without any modifiers, objects, or complements. What does it mean? Simply, it means that a simple predicate in nothing but it refers to a predicate which consists of only a verb or verb phrase. By having only a verb or verb phrase means that it won't have any object, complement, or modifier. I think you are not getting the point. Just look at these examples. The cat sleeps. Observe this example. Here, the cat, is a subject and, the sleeps, is a predicate. But the question is that how it is a simple predicate. The simple answer is that this predicate does not have any object, modifier or complement. Therefore, it is said to be a simple predicate. There are many examples like this. For example, she can run. Observe this sentence here. The pronoun, she, is a subject and the verb phrase, can run, is a simple predicate, because it does not have any object, modifier or complement. You should keep in mind that a simple predicate does not have these elements in a predicate. They might have laughed. Look at this example. The pronoun, they, is a subject, and, the verb phrase, might have laughed, is a simple predicate. The reason is simple that it does not have any modifiers, complements or objects. As you have learnt the simple predicate, let's learn complete predicate. The complete predicate includes the verb or verb phrase and all the words that modify or complete its meaning. What does it mean? Simply, it means that a complete predicate is the opposite of simple predicate because a simple predicate doesn't have modifiers, objects, and complement, but a complete predicate must have these elements. In other words, you can say that this predicate includes object, complement, or object. Just look at these examples. The dog barked loudly at the stranger. Observe this example. Here, the dog is the subject and barked loudly at the stranger is a complete predicate. Basically, the complete predicate, barked loudly at the stranger, includes not just the main verb but also the adverb that describes how the barking was done and the prepositional phrase that specifies the target of the action, giving a full picture of the dog's behavior. In simple words, you can say that this predicate has modifiers and that's why it is a complete predicate. The children are watching a movie in the living room. Look at this example. The children is the subject and are watching a movie in the living room is a complete predicate. The simple reason is that it does not only describe the action the children are engaged in but also provides details about the object of their activity and the location where it occurs. Simply, this predicate has an object, a movie, and a modifier, in the living room. Therefore, it is complete predicate. She will bake a cake for her friend's birthday. Look at this example. Here the pronoun, she, is the subject and the part, will bake a cake for her friend's birthday tomorrow, is complete predicate. It captures the full scope of the action by including the future tense verb phrase, the object of the action, the purpose of baking, and the timing of the event, giving a comprehensive view of what she plans to do. Simply, it has an object, a cake, and modifiers. Therefore, it's said to be a complete predicate. Compound predicate. A compound predicate has two or more verbs or verb phrases that share the same subject, usually connected by a conjunction. What does it mean? Simply, it means that a compound predicate is another type of a predicate in which a subject has two verbs or verb phrases. In other words, you can say, a compound predicate is a part of a sentence that contains two or more verbs or verb phrases that share the same subject. Basically, these verbs or verb phrases are connected by a conjunction. Actually, the compound predicate allows the subject to perform multiple actions or have multiple states of being without needing to repeat the subject. I think you are not getting the point. Just look at these examples. Sarah finished her homework and started reading a book. Look at this sentence. Sarah is the subject and finished her homework and started reading a book is a compound predicate. There must be a question in your mind that how it is a compound predicate. The simple answer is, this is a compound predicate because it describes two separate actions that the subject, Sarah, performs. Both, finished her homework and started reading a book, are actions tied to the same subject, and they are combined into a single predicate using the conjunction and. Simply, as we defined the compound predicate and showed its characteristics, so all of the given characteristics are available in this example. She cooked dinner and set the table. Observe this example. Here in this sentence the pronoun, she, is the subject, and cooked dinner and set the table, is a compound predicate. Actually, it contains two distinct actions, cooked and set, performed by the same subject. The use of the conjunction and allows these actions to be combined, forming a compound predicate. They will visit the museum or explore the park. Look at this last example. The pronoun, they, is the subject, and will visit the museum or explore the park, is the compound predicate. The reason is the same, that it describes two potential actions, visit and explore, that the subject performs. And the conjunction, or connects these actions, showing alternatives, but the subject remains the same, making it a compound predicate. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, but please don't forget like and subscription to the channel. Thank you.